So when it comes to relationship and friendship, oftentimes there is a misconception about what it is, what it should be, or how individuals should go about it, or people on the whole should go about it. However, when it comes down to the individual aspect, I take it as friendship comes with responsibility, and so does relationship. When I was younger, or when I was a boy, being a friend or having friendship with just about anyone was the easiest thing. If I have a candy, you have a candy. If I like this color, you like that color. That it would be like, hey, we're best friends. We like the same thing. We find we have something in common. Now, as a child, that was easy because it was just pure innocence, right? There was no ulterior motive beyond that. It was just the purity of what you say it is for what it is, and you take it at face value. There was nothing beyond that, and that was beautiful because it's the purity. However, when and as you get older, as an adult, you now have to understand that friendships and relationships are now a little bit more complicated. Complicated because not every individual has taken the time out to really try to self-evaluate beyond what they've been taught. And because the world is so full of confusion, there is so much that has been put on you as an individual that you have to self-evaluate over and over each day to make sure that you are who you say you are. Because oftentimes people do confuse that as to say, I am this and I am that, but at the core of who they are as a person, they are far removed. So for me as an individual, the ultimate challenge for any person is to face yourself, to self-evaluate, and to make sure you are in alignment with who you say you are and what you say you are. And see, now I have taken the time out to do that. When it comes to friendship and relationship, yes, I know I am solid. I worked hard at it. But when it comes to you, who the heck are you? That's the bottom line. That's what it comes down to. Now, of course, there are variables, right? Because not everyone is perfect. However, as an adult, I can't accept you into my life, and not everyone has the mental capability of understanding that not everyone will be able to come into your life, or you're going to be able to go into anyone's life. That is not how it works with everyone. People have standards and boundaries, not to say that they're better, but people have take the time out to make themselves better. So in terms of attributes, characteristics, these are the things that people have taken time out. Me, myself, I guess I can speak more directly to myself. I have taken time out to self-evaluate, to take accountability for things that needs to be changed and adjusted in my personal life. So when it comes to relationship and friendship, yes, I know I am solid, but my question, my response to you is, who the fuck are you? It's not a disrespect, but I worked hard at my character. I worked hard to make sure I am a proper and right person, so I can be comfortable with myself and present myself better to the world, and so as to be a proper person for the world on a whole. Now, you don't have the luxury of just walking in and out of my life. No. And I think any individual on a whole that has worked and taken themselves from somewhere to bring themselves to somewhere, especially I can reference this back to success or financial stability. If you had nothing and you've worked and you've worked and you work from job to job to job, or whether it's self-employment, you've worked and you've gotten yourself somewhere, you can't just give handouts to people that aren't deserving of it. And I can reference this also to relationships. Usually it is on the male to be the leader, the provider, and the protector for the female. Yes, of course, we all understand this. It is acceptable. However, in today's day and age, in today's modern society, most females aren't deserving of this. Most females don't appreciate this. So, my approach to that would be is if I am dating a female, it would be just a simple coffee date or a walk in the park over conversation. Nothing beyond that. Reason why is that because this individual haven't earned or showed themselves approved to deserve it. And if that individual should take offense to that because of what they have been taught or what they have been seen or what has been normalized, then that only dictates the fact that they aren't mature enough to understand that what they're asking for, they don't really understand the basics or the core of what they're asking for. So if you aren't deserving of anything, then I'm not gonna really go the extra mile when I know that you are already showing telltale signs that you don't even really know who you are as a person. And so I'm not gonna really waste that time. So for anyone is it's better to take it if you're looking for if you're looking for authenticity in people for friendship or relationships, then you need to do that work on yourself first so you don't project your insecurities, your issues, or your trauma, things you've gone through onto other people or upcoming or potential relationships, whether it be friendship or intimate relationships with anyone. So for me is yes, I know I am solid. I've taken time out to work through myself. People and the world may have projected things on me. Obviously, I know this. You have a bunch of unhealed people out here, and this is what they keep on doing. And oftentimes, people will take it as you don't want to communicate, you don't want to be around them because you think you're better than them. But no, this is not the case. What it is that I have a set of attributes and characteristics that I've taken time out to work on myself, to develop myself, to take myself from something that have been pushed onto me, and I've taken time out to remove that. So as to say, I'm removing all the impurities, stuff that no longer aligns with who I am at the core. This is not what I desire to be. So when I've taken the time out to remove all these things, what it comes down to is that you're not welcome into my atmosphere of goodness that I've worked hard at. And if anyone is going to come into that, then you obviously need to show yourself approved. You have to be evaluated. I am not necessarily better than you, but you have different attributes and characteristics that may not align with who I am as a person or the direction of life in where I am going. And when people tend to take offense to that because you don't really want to do what they're doing, it only shows that they are immature and they still have some development to do. And the ultimate challenge for any human being is to face himself, and that's what it always comes back down to. And when people don't do this, it results in a lot of confusion within their life and projection onto other people. So relationships and friendships that I'll have is mainly things that you often see, or things that you see mostly in anime, because you get the depiction of stories, relationship, and these are things that you see because in today's actual society, it's too much confusion. So not to say you don't have good people, you have good people everywhere. However, there needs to be some kind of evaluation. And of course, I know there is a lot of females that see me, you like me, you want to be with me, you want to get with me. That is absolutely fine. However, at the end of the day, you also need to understand that if I carry a certain characteristics that you know that I am solid, it's gonna mean at the same time that I'm not gonna just accept you. And at the same time, you need to understand that you don't need to take offense to that. You need to be hoping I am if I am hoping for you to go through some kind of an evaluation. Yes, whether you're cute or whatever it is that you have going on, it's quite fine. But when it comes down to the core of who I am as a person and my characteristics, yes, I know I'm solid, but who the fuck are you? That's my question. And that is just to put that in very small words. But what I'm really saying is that if you're not a good person, it's I'm not gonna waste time. If you're into gossips, if you don't know who you are as a person, if you're immature, and you're not open to making the adjustments and to make your life better, don't I'm not gonna waste my time with you. That's all it is.